the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No mic, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune and turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just a vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. In shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go.
What surprised me, which Google was part of, is that superficial search techniques over large bodies of stuff could get you what you wanted. I grew up in the AI tradition, where you have a complete conceptual model, and the information retrieval tradition, where you have complex vectors of key terms and Boolean queries. The idea that you can index billions of pages and look for a word and get what you want is quite a trick. To put it in more abstract terms, it's the power of using simple techniques over very large numbers versus doing carefully constructed systematic analysis. Talking with Terry Winograd, Ubiquity 323, July 29, 2002. Terry Winograd is a prominent American computer scientist, widely recognized for his impactful contributions to the fields of artificial intelligence and human-computer interaction. Terry Winograd's early life laid the foundation for his groundbreaking work in computer science, though his initial academic pursuits weren't strictly in that discipline. Born on February 24, 1946, he grew up in Colorado. He pursued his undergraduate education at Colorado College, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics in 1966. While a mathematics major, he recounted that his exposure to computers primarily occurred outside of coursework during his final years of college, sparked by a local physician who sought math students to assist with an early computer used for radiation therapy calculations. It was during this period that he also encountered the writings of Marvin Minsky, which introduced him to the then emerging field of artificial intelligence. Following his graduation from Colorado College, Winograd's interest in language led him to University College, London, where he spent a year from 1966 to 1967 studying linguistics on a Fulbright scholarship. He had originally been interested in studying Russian, but after realizing that a Fulbright to Russia was not feasible at the time, he decided to pursue his other interest in language in an English-speaking country. This linguistic background would prove crucial in his later research on natural language understanding in computers. Upon returning from London, Winograd enrolled at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology (MIT), where he pursued a PhD in applied mathematics, which he completed in 1970. Although formally in applied mathematics, his true focus was at the MIT Artificial Intelligence Laboratory, under the guidance of his advisor, Seymour Papert. It was during his time as a graduate student at MIT that Winograd developed Scribed, a seminal program that demonstrated a computer's ability to understand and respond to natural language within a limited blocks world environment. This work, which would later be published as his doctoral thesis and then as the book Understanding Natural Language 1972, marked a significant achievement in early artificial intelligence and firmly established his reputation in the field. Following the success of his Schrodler program and the publication of Understanding Natural Language in 1972, Terry Winograd's work took a significant turn. In 1973, he moved to Stanford University, and it was there that his perspectives on artificial intelligence began to evolve, moving away from the more classical symbolic AI approaches he had explored at MIT. Language as a Cognitive Process, Syntax 1983, this work delves deeper into the linguistic aspects of natural language processing. Note, while intended as a multi-volume series, primarily only the first volume on syntax was published. This shift was profoundly influenced by his encounter with the critiques of cognitivism, particularly from philosopher Hubert Dreyfus, and his subsequent collaboration with Chilean philosopher Fernando Flores. This intellectual partnership culminated in their highly influential 1986 book, Understanding Computers and Cognition, A New Foundation for Design. This work departed from the prevailing AI paradigms, drawing heavily on phenomenology, hermeneutics, and the philosophy of language, particularly the work of J. L. Austin and John Searle on speech acts. Winograd and Flores argued that understanding human cognition and communication, and by extension, designing effective computer systems, requires a fundamental shift in perspective. They emphasized that technology should not aim to replicate human intelligence but rather to enhance human activity and facilitate cooperative action within social contexts. This book became a foundational text in the nascent field of human-computer interaction (HCI). In the latter part of the 1980s, building on these theoretical insights, Winograd worked with Flores on early forms of groupware, which are software applications designed to facilitate collaboration among groups of people. Their approach was rooted in conversation for action analysis, a framework derived from speech act theory that focused on understanding how conversations lead to coordinated actions in organizational settings. Understanding Computers and Cognition, A New Foundation for Design 1986 with Fernando Flores, this highly influential book critiques traditional AI, drawing on phenomenology and speech act theory to propose a human-centered approach to computer system design. At Stanford, Winograd became a driving force in the establishment and growth of the Stanford Human-Computer Interaction Group, where he directed research and teaching programs in HCI. He also played a key role as a founding faculty member of the Hasso-Plattner Institute of Design, widely known as the D. School, which promotes design thinking as a problem-solving methodology applicable to various fields, including software design. His work at Stanford generally broadened beyond traditional software engineering to encompass software design as a distinct discipline, informed by practices from other design professions like industrial or textile design. This perspective was articulated in his edited 1996 book, Bringing Design to Software. Throughout this period and into his later career, Winograd remained a staunch advocate for socially responsible computing. He was a founding member and a past president of Computer Professionals for Social Responsibility (CPSR), an organization that raised awareness about the ethical implications of technology, particularly concerning nuclear weapons and the increasing role of the Department of Defense in computer science research. Beyond academia, Winograd's influence extended to the commercial world, notably through his mentorship of Larry Page, one of the co-founders of Google, during Page's PhD studies at Stanford. Winograd's ideas about user intent and the nature of information access undoubtedly played a role in the development of Google's search philosophy. He even took a sabbatical at Google as a visiting researcher, exploring the practical application of HCI principles. The most notable thing directly named after Terry Winograd is the Winograd Schema Challenge WSC. This challenge, proposed by Hector Levesque in 2012, is a test of machine intelligence designed to be an improvement on the Turing test. It consists of multiple-choice questions that employ Winograd schemas. These schemas are pairs of sentences that differ by only one or two words, and which contain an ambiguity that is resolved in opposite ways in the two sentences. Crucially, resolving this ambiguity requires the use of common sense knowledge and reasoning, not just statistical patterns or simple syntactic analysis. The challenge is named after Terry Winograd because the original example of such a schema, which highlighted the difficulty computers had with natural language understanding that required real-world knowledge, was first presented by him in his 1972 book Understanding Natural Language. A famous example is, the city councilman refused the demonstrators a permit because they feared advocated violence. The challenge then asks, does the pronoun they refer to the city councilman or the demonstrators? The answer changes depending on whether feared or advocated is used, and a human intuitively understands this difference based on their knowledge of how city councilmen and demonstrators typically behave. In more recent years, Winograd has continued to explore collaborative computing and the uses of ubiquitous computing in collaborative work. He remains a professor emeritus at Stanford, continuing to teach and conduct research in human-computer interaction, consistently emphasizing the critical importance of designing technology that supports and enhances human experience and social interaction. If we assume that the person asking the question is serious, there is an underlying background of purposes and understanding the horizon, as Gadamer calls it, into which the question fits. If a questioner were to ask, "Can pigs have wings?" a respondent within the analytic tradition might have difficulty answering, because although the idea is outrageously far-fetched, current work in genetic engineering does leave open the logical possibility of creating a beast with the desired characteristics. Admittedly, there might be some refuge in challenging the asker as to whether such a monstrosity would still properly be called a pig, thereby invalidating the question. But if the question were asked seriously, neither the logical possibility nor the precise meaning of pig would be the issue at hand. The questioner would be asking for some reason in some background of understanding and purpose, and the appropriate answer, just like the appropriate answer to "Is there water in the refrigerator?" would have to be relevant to that background. Understanding Computers and Cognition, A New Foundation for Design, 1986, with Fernando Flores, p. 105. 11c, for example, Putnam's discussion of natural kinds in Is Semantics Possible, 1970. Terry Winograd has received several significant awards and honors throughout his distinguished career, recognizing his pioneering work in artificial intelligence, natural language processing, and human-computer interaction, as well as his commitment to the social responsibility of computing. Key awards include, IJK Computers and Thought Award. This is an early and prestigious award in artificial intelligence, recognizing outstanding young scientists in the field. Founders Award, Computer Professionals for Social Responsibility, 1996. This award acknowledges his foundational role and continued advocacy for the ethical development and use of technology. Rygo Award, SIGDoc, 1999. This award from the ACM Special Interest Group on Documentation recognizes lifetime contributions to computer documentation. Member, ACM Chi Academy, 2004. This honor signifies his significant and sustained impact on the field of human-computer interaction. HCI Fellow, ACM Association for Computing Machinery, 2009. He was recognized for his contributions to AI, natural language processing, HCI, and human-centered design. Lifetime Research Award, ACM SIGCHI, 2011. This is one of the highest honors in the field of HCI, recognizing his profound and lasting influence on the discipline through broadening its perspectives and demonstrating the importance of human-centered design. American Jewish World Service Global Justice Award 2018, this award highlights his ongoing commitment to social justice. References: Ackerman, Evan, July 29, 2014. Can Winograd schemas replace Turing test for defining human-level AI? IEEE Spectrum. Retrieved October 29, 2014. Levesque, H.J. 2014. On Our Best Behavior. Artificial Intelligence. 212, 27-35. doi 10.1016j.ardent.2014.03.007. Kosygin, Vid, Davis, Ernest, Lukasiewicz, Thomas, Marcus, Gary, Morgenstern, Leora, July 11, 2023. The Defeat of the Winograd Schema Challenge, Artificial Intelligence. 325, 103,971. AR 142201.02387. doi 10.1016j.ardent.2023.103971. ISSN 0004-23702. S2 SID 245827747. Michael, Julian, May 18, 2015. The Theory of Correlation Formulas and Their Application to Discourse Coherence Thesis. UT Digital Repository. P6. HDL 2152 29979. Winograd, Terry, January 1972. Understanding Natural Language PDF. Cognitive Psychology. 3.1, 1-191. doi 10.101600102857290002-3. Retrieved November 4, 2014. Sakaguchi, Kaisuke, L.E. Braz, Ronan, Bhagavachula, Chandra, Choi, Yejin 2019. Winograd, an adversarial Winograd schema challenge at scale. AR 141907.10641 Winograd schema challenge. CommonZNSeReasoning.org. Retrieved January 24, 2020. Davis, Ernest, Morgenstern, Leora, Ortiz, Charles, Fall 2017. The First Winograd Schema Challenge at HK16. AI Magazine. Lu, Quan, Zhang, Hui, Ling, Zhenhua, Zhu, Xiaodan, Wei, Si, Hu, U 2016. Common Sense Knowledge Enhanced Embeddings for Solving Pronoun Disambiguation Problems in Winograd Schema Challenge. AR 141611.04146cs.ai. Morgenstern, Leora, Davis, Ernest, Ortiz, Charles L. March 2016. Planning, Executing, and Evaluating the Winograd Schema Challenge. AI Magazine. 37.1, 50-54. doi 10.1609amag.v37i1.2639. ISSN 0738-4602. Lu, Quan, Zhang, Hui, Evdokimov, Andrew, Ling, Zhenhua, Zhu, Xiaodan, Wei, Si, Hu, U 2017. Cause-effect knowledge acquisition and neural association model for solving a set of Winograd schema problems. Proceedings of the 26th International Joint Conference on Artificial Intelligence. Pages 2344-2350. doi 10.24963 HK.2017 326. ISBN 9780999241103. Trin, Triuhle, Quoc V. September 26, 2019. A simple method for common sense reasoning. AR 141806.02847CS.ai. Glue Benchmark. GlueBenchmark.com retrieved July 30, 2019.
Mics on the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark, unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No light, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Hidden in shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go. Pure and raw. Pure and raw. Silence break, raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Pure and raw.
Play.